Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always got a point when it's time for debate. Oh my Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. Boom Sauce McNasty got his eyes on the news. Got his ear to the streets and he's down for the crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average. Quick with a wit, his name Vapor Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames. And too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vaping with the Ohmies. What's in the news, Poon Sauce? Alright guys, it's that time for Dan's Dad Joke of the Week. What is going on, Ohmies, and welcome back for another episode of Vaping with the Ohmies. Of course, it is Monday, the start of yet another work week, guys. Hopefully you guys' work days today went by pretty quick. I know mine did, at least for the most part. And now we're here. Hopefully you're all home, being able to relax, got your feet kicked up, got your favorite vape, favorite beverage, ready to just have some good times and shoot the shit with the Ohmies. Of course, we're going to start the show off, as we always do, starting off with our vape buffets, what we're going to be vaping on throughout the night and stuff like that. So with that, we'll go ahead and start off with Mr. KVTV. What you got, man?
All right. I'm still on that Enforcer Tempo combo right there. On that, I'm doing some Nanaimo bar mix thing or other. I don't even know. Tastes like chocolate, and I can taste chocolate. That's all I got to say about that one. Then I got the recoil on top of the Arc Mod. This little guy, and in that I'm still testing out that that cookie thing that Lee suggested back around Christmas, seeing how that's steeping out and all that. It just still feels like it needs quite a bit of work. And then lastly, Dead Rabbit with Bestia mod, and in that I got some of that Drunken Apple Cakes.
Very nice.
What you got from sauce?
Yeah. Let's see. I got the MK Regina with the Dwarf DL on top. Inside of there, let's see. I got some of that. Never mind that shit. Here comes Mango for Mr. Sifu.
Nice. With the new labels too.
The mix with the GT4S. And inside of there, I got some Breakfast. I like calling it breakfast because it says breakfast. And it's like a Rice Krispies kind of breakfast, super fucking steep, but it's delicious. And finally, I got, I guess half of the setup is new, but the Captain with the Violator on top, this freaking honker. It's pretty badass. I love it. And inside of there, got an old favorite, which I finally got my hands on again. Some Bule Bolu. Loving it. And that's what I got. What about you, James?
All right, I got a couple things here. I've got this guy right here that I'm actually doing a little bit of some testing on. It is the Swag PX80 from Vapresso. A little, all-in-one sort of magnetic pod tank jammy, taking the GTX coils that all of their other devices that they've been releasing as of late have been taken. And I've got to say, I've really been enjoying this thing so far, guys. Not too shabby. As far as the liquid that goes on the inside of this, here's the bottle. I got some Deep Cuts Dragon Shake from our main man, Mr. Eric, aka Vinyl and Vapor. Super delicious, gotta say. Really enjoying it out of that setup. I've also got the hashtag Ratabe Type 2 on top of the Foxy 1 from Og Vape. Got a Pine faux nub tip on there from Jess Marie. And inside of this, I've got some 28 gauge Sammy Nitro aliens that are just ripping and roaring. And of course, one of my all time faves, Fountain Blast Off. You guys already know. It's just good stuff, guys. It's just good stuff. And I've actually got two more things. I've got the El Thunder 2700 with the RDA for Vaping on top. Got a Blizzard chop top on top of there. This has got another set of 28 gauge aliens from Sammy Nitro on the inside. And some Boule Bolu, of course. Hashtag Bananaland. And the last, but certainly not least, is boom, the MDX 2.0 Countdown Pro with the Nightmare RDA on top. I just threw a fresh set of some high ohm AJ Holland coils on the inside of this. Got a Just White chop top from DHD, and it is filled up with Testing Grounds Overdrip Butterscotch Custard. And let me just tell you guys, this butterscotch custard in a series is amazing, and this RDA in a series is pretty damn good as well.
Is it you? Is it me, or did we just like switch roles with what our setup's pretty good, Char?
No, I have one stack, Corey.
I
used to rock all stacks.
I saw the stack and I was like, deja vu.
Anyways, that's all I've got.
I need to bring them back out.
He should, bro. He should. He's got too many of them just to sit there and not use them. But anyways, that's what I got going for tonight, guys. And with that, it is time to throw it over to my main man, Poon Sauce, to find out a little bit about what might be happening in the news. Of course, you can catch an entire episode of this on his channel every other Wednesday with, of course, himself and Logan Exhale. So make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. But it is time for a little bit of what's in the news, Poon Sauce.
So there's a little company that I want to talk about real quick that is kind of catching my attention with all the regulations and stuff going around, that they might be taking things into their own hands, which is kind of a fantastic thing. You guys have been hearing about it a little bit through like different reviewers talking about them and all that stuff, but the company is Vape, and they're putting stuff out there to where they're going to be kind of starting with business to business kind of situations where, let's say if you work at a vape shop and you're trying to get liquids in and you can't get them through any of the freaking delivery services.
I think that's definitely something that needs to be clarified on this. Because I've seen a lot of people talking about this vape freight, and everybody's getting all excited thinking that they're going to be able to get their vape mail and this and that. What you guys got to understand is at this point, they are only going to be doing B2B, which means business to business. That does not mean business to customer, unfortunately, but at least they're working in the right direction. At least this way your shops will still be able to, stock their shelves, and you'll still be able to go to your local shop and pick up what you need and that sort of situation. But who knows? Hopefully this could trickle down to them even broadening their horizons and even covering the business to consumer situation. But who knows?
I'm going to drop the link to Vape Freight's website right now, just in case if anybody's working at a shop right now and is looking for any second options. You can sign up for your account right there on their website. It's a pretty cool situation. Like James said, they are working on a B2C. It's not available yet, but they're more focused on the business to business aspect right now, which I can totally understand. A lot of these businesses need to stay open. I mean, everybody needs to get their vape products though, but we need to make sure these shops can stay open still so they can get their products out of people who still need vaping stuff. But other than that, let's see. I think the vape rate thing is pretty cool to see that. I believe it was the guys who started up with MePod.
Yeah.
MePod guys started this up because I guess they've been working in logistics for over 20 years.
No, yeah. Think about it, dude. Think about how many conventions and all these other things that they've been involved with over time and all that stuff. So
it's a cool thing that they're kind of taking it in their hands to pretty much put out a service that can help the vape community exponentially when it comes to the shop aspect of things right now. I would like to see what happens with the whole B2C side of things. Maybe they create a situation to where they'll be able to make it work. We'll just have to wait and see, really. But anybody who goes to a shop right now or is kind of know people that work at a shop that are kind of freaking out on not being able to get their products, show them Vape Freight, because this might be able to, if you have a favorite shop that is on the the verge of closing because they're scared about not being able to get their stuff, this might save them and keep your favorite shop available still. So it's a cool thing that they're doing. I'm really proud of seeing people within the community kind of take it upon themselves and create something that could help millions of people still get their vape products. So this is really cool, and I'm excited to see for what the future holds for Vape Freight.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll see a business to consumer side of it. But until then, at least, you know, your shops will be able to still get their products, and you'll be able to at least support your local shop and stuff like that for the time being until something else happens. Fingers crossed. But with that, of course, thank you for that, Corey. Of course, like I always say, guys, make sure you guys go over there and check out his channel every other Wednesday for an entire episode of What's in the News with Poon Sauce and Logan XL. So make sure you guys go over there and subscribe.
There is going to be a show.
Yeah, so this Wednesday, make sure you guys tune in because I think they got something special happening. So you guys aren't going to want to miss it. So definitely make sure you tune in this Wednesday over there on the Poon Sauce McNasty channel. And of course, you can catch him, you know, anytime during the week doing beer reviews. Just go over there, go check him out. Go check that stuff out. But other than that, from what I hear, Clown, you've had some snow, bro.
Oh yeah, we're learning to deal with the snow in Texas. So much fun.
Yeah, dude. Like I've seen some pictures of some of you guys out there in Texas, and I was surprised to see the amount of snow that you guys got.
Oh no, yeah.
And it's snow. It's not just like slush. It's snow.
Oh, yeah, because normally we get like snow, but then it just turns automatically to ice because it's too warm down here. But no, we got legit snow, and we've been sitting in like 10 or below. So it's been actually fucking cold.
That's crazy, dude.
Interesting. And we're in Texas. We're not ready for this shit. Not at all. Not at all.
I just find that so funny because like whenever I see somebody that's not used to the cold weather / snow, being like, oh shit, I'm like, you have no idea. So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's cool to see somebody like that's not used to it experience it, so they can kind of get an understanding of what people that are in colder climates can deal with during the winter. But I wouldn't wish some of the stuff that's been happening down there with like crazy like amount of accidents that have been happening. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, but it's just, I don't want to say welcome to my world, but it kind of is. And it's kind of,
no, yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, even you were talking about like, dude, we're used to this. We do it all the time. And I mean, I've lived here since 2004. I know at one point we got a big enough blizzard that it almost shut down a Super Bowl, which that was hilarious because fuck Jerry Jones. But that aside, it just it gets really interesting. I even went for a drive earlier just to see how it was, and people for the most part are being amicable, but there's always that one douchey guy that decides, yeah, I got a nice big truck or a Jeep, and they want to barrel through it, and then you see them spin out, and you're like, yeah, you're the fucking moron right now.
Those are always the funny ones where you get those guys who are like, hey, you have that big truck. Let's see if you know how to drive it. Yeah. Here's your test.
For sure.
And I feel like that's like a thing that even we struggle with here whenever, because do you guys know it does actually snow here in Southern California from time to time? Not saying it gets crazy like anything that Corey would experience, or even really what Clown's experiencing right now. Every now and then we get a nice heavy fall, but it's every few years. It's
especially like where you're at, like you're a little further out.
Yeah, that and I'm up higher in elevation, so like I'm literally, that's why they call us the high desert, because like we're literally above sea level. So like it gets cold up here, during the winter time, and when it rains, it snows, But that's the one thing that we run into here is people out here do not know how to drive in the snow. First key, slow down. That's it. Yeah. You do that, and that fucking saves you so much trouble. Everybody out here is still trying to go 70, 80 miles an hour on the freeway in the fucking snow with the wrong kind of tires, you know what I mean? We don't have, we don't do winter tires or anything like that out here in California. It's like you get one set, and that lasts you year round, you know what I mean? You don't swap them out halfway through the year to get, your winter tires on, for the handles, the ice, and the snow, and that. No, we don't do that here. So most of the time it starts snowing, nobody has traction out here. And no one knows how to drive. No one, as soon as they start spinning, they freak out, they slam on their brakes and start spinning hard, or they jerk their wheel to the other side. Next thing you know, they're doing 360s down the freeway. That's the main issue that we run into here whenever it snows. Is people out here do not know how to drive in the snow whatsoever.
Dude,
Because
people don't
James,
know how
I
to drive
know
here in the
probably was
weather.
that a couple weeks ago where you guys got a little bit of snow?
Yeah, I drove to work in the snow like 3 or 4 days, or no, like 2-3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, but it was like by the time you were leaving work, it was
By the
all
time I
gone.
got off work, it was almost gone.
Yeah. So it's like you've kind of dealt with it a little bit because, like you said, people don't know how to drive in this stuff. But then,
Dude, literally, they will shut down what we call the Cajon Pass, which is like the biggest like path, like stretch of freeway, the Interstate 15. They'll literally will shut this shit down if there's like an inch or two of snow, because that's literally how bad it is that people don't know what they're doing. That Cajon Pass gets jammed because people just start crashing or running.
Is that
into
one of the straightaway ones, or is it
No,
one of
the
the
Cajon Pass
windy
is
ones?
that's the one that you're coming like through the mountain. It's like in between,
Okay.
like Devore and Oak Hills. It's like that,
Yeah.
where you're going right up the fucking, you're pretty much driving up the mountain or whatever.
Okay, it's kind of like going to Lancaster, where you're just going through mountains and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just desert and dirt hills, but like it's a steep hill, so going down, people get fucked because the roads get icy and they can't stop and they start smashing into people. And then same thing on the other side. The one thing that happens too is people out here, they see snow, they're like, oh my god, what's this white stuff? Let's pull over and get out of our car and play with it on the side of the fucking freeway. That's literally what happens out here, dude.
Spring with blue bonnets, dude. That's hilarious.
Ashton says you can tell who's from Cali up here. They all get stuck in the ditch. Yep.
Yep.
That's pretty much what happens here, man. For sure. Only have a few inches so far, but it's coming down hard, says Advocate for Liberty. So it seems like you guys are getting some snow out that way too, huh?
They're getting what we got in over the weekend. They're getting it now.
And I think from what I saw, it was going south and heading east, like northeast.
Yeah, it just went like all dippy, and then it's going back up. Yeah, we're talking weather.
We're supposed to have snow from like 7 o'clock, so right when the show started, till 4 a.m. And we're supposed to have, in some areas, between 6 to 10 inches, but there could be an accumulation of a foot at least in some areas, to where it's like we already have more than a foot that's accumulated on the ground already because it's been cold and has been melting. So it just, the amount of snow on the ground just been stacking and stacking and stacking.
Here's my question, Clown. Do you even have like snow attire? Like, do you even like? Do you guys have that shit? Do you guys buy that shit in Texas?
We can buy it here. I
know, but
my
what,
wife
do you
has
own
this really
it?
nice
You know what I
puffy
mean?
coat. My wife has this nice puffy coat that helps her, but I personally do not, because I still dress like I lived in California with like hoodies, like really thin hoodies and sweats. And
dude, that's me, bro. Like I don't have like
I've been here for like almost 20 years and
I don't have like full on like legit winter clothing, you know, for like snow or anything like when I went to DC for the rally 2 years ago, I was freezing my fucking ass off, dude. I was so cold, bro.
Yeah.
So cold.
Imagine.
My body's not built for it, man. I've been so acclimated to this Southern California sunshine and, you know, a little bit of cold here and there that, dude, I was not ready for it, bro. I was not.
It's funny because I was standing right next to him, like, it's not that bad, as I'm sitting there with my.
He's got a fucking heated jacket, bro, with a fucking battery pack in it, and he's got his hands in there all nice and warm and shit. I'm like, fucking, what the hell, dude? Let me use the heated jacket, man. You're used to this shit. I'm out here dying.
He's got more insulation than you do.
Yeah, that's for damn sure, dude. That's another problem of mine is I have no skin on my bones,
cold
bro.
Winters. I was about to say, I don't drink this beer for nothing. It's called hibernation fattening.
Even okay, so like me and my wife have been talking for a while now that we want to move up to Canada. Like once my kids are grown up, that's like we're like we want to be done. I'm done with Texas heat. I'm sorry, I'd rather deal with cold. I could put on.
You'll be in there for a year, realizing I'm done with Canadian cold and snow.
We'll see, but either way, we're
gonna try and find that middle point.
No, yeah, and she was like, we went outside and I was like, it's fucking cold out here, but I'm wearing sweats, a thin hoodie, and then she's like, but we're moving to Canada. Why are you hating the cold right now? I was like, yeah, but I'm actually gonna buy appropriate clothing for that.
I'm really curious. Is there places in Texas where you can buy like snow shovels?
Yeah,
and like,
dude, they sell all that shit here. Just people don't fucking buy it because you don't need them. Like I have ice scrapers for my windows and stuff. And
They
it's
actually
hilarious.
sell those in Texas. Holy crap!
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
you see people like sitting there with their heater on, trying to like defrost their windows as I'm like just scraping it and leaving. I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I'm not gonna
I've
sit here
seen
for
like
10, 15
I
minutes.
go through like seeing videos on like Instagram and Facebook and all that. There's one I saw where
Hey, hold on. I got to clarify this real quick. Ashton says James is cold next to a fire in the middle of summer in Idaho. That's not true, bro. You're making up lies. You're making up lies, dude. I was cozy, dude. Trust me. I'm used to that kind of weather, bro. It wasn't much different than it is down here. But, yeah. Anywho, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I was watching a video and it, like instead of having like the scrapers or the brushes, guy just picked up his kid that was wearing already like winter attire, pushed him against the car, and started using his kid to wipe off his car. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, you don't need to buy that shit. You could just use your kid to wipe it off, unless it's ice.
Like I said, I went out for a drive earlier and I got stuck behind this guy, and he had like a little car, right? And his whole back window had at least 5 inches of snow on it. And it's like, dude, did you not think of clearing that off? Like, this is a fucking safety hazard to yourself, let alone anybody else.
There's one thing I like to do where it's like, I go out when I know there's not going to be cars on the road. So I start my car, let it get all like, leave all the snow on there, and then like I do it to where like my windshield wipers and stuff I can see when I drive. Yeah. But I like to leave like the snow on the roof and all that stuff just so but then I like kind of take a corner and just watch all of it go roof.
That's just
but I do it when I know I'm not gonna like harm anybody. I just like going down like a side road where I know.
Dude, that's just dangerous, bro.
I like having fun in this shit. This is like how you see Will doing donuts in the middle of the snow.
That's stupid too. I'll straight out say it. It may be fun and all, but that's stupid. Because I don't care how good of a driver you are, bro. You hit a patch of ice, you're done. You're done.
Is it bad that I'm not shocked or surprised that Will would be?
Oh, I'm not at all, bro. I wouldn't put it past him. But honestly, that's just
probably done worse.
That's just stupid. You're asking for something bad to happen when you do shit like that.
I can see him pulling like his kid around like a rope attached to his car and a sled, and just him pulling somebody down the street. I can see Will doing that, or him being on the sled. But it's just, I don't know. I hate the snow, but I also I don't know. There's something peaceful about it as well. It's weird. Like when you get that first snowfall, and it's completely quiet outside, and like there's this distinct sound that like you hear when it's snowing. It's hard. I can't describe it. It's like a very peaceful, like quiet, but it's not a rain hitting sound, but it's just, I can't describe the sound, like how it sounds. It's just very unique and it's comforting.
Oh no, yeah. It's very peaceful. I'll give you that much. It's very beautiful to look at.
Yeah, it's very beautiful to look at for 5 minutes. And you're like, okay, I'm ready for this shit to go. And I'm curious of do you guys have like plows and stuff that are out right now kind of trying to clear the road?
No. We have plows, but they're not doing anything about it. It's
that's
pathetic.
Lovely.
It's pathetic. Like I said, our government.
So when you're shoveling your driveway, you're actually going into the street and trying to shovel your street a little bit.
Yeah. Here's the snowman my neighbors made.
That looks very
very phallic.
Yeah.
That's what I said when I came outside. I was like, what the fuck is that thing?
Is it cold or is it just him?
I know, right?
You're as hard as ice. Oh wait.
PSS says will not live anywhere without indoor parking. Cleaning off the car sucks ass. I could see that. I could see that. See, and here's the thing: is like my entire life, I've always had at least a 2-car garage, right? Mm-hmm. But I have never ever been able to put a fucking car in it, dude. Never, dude.
We have a 2-car garage, and as long as we lived here, I don't think I remember one car being in there at once. The rest of it, there's no chance.
Dude, well, now, honestly, now at this point, we could pull a car in there, but my dad's got his Harley in there, and he's got like this. It's almost like we need like that red rope where it's got it roped off, so nothing's around it. There's plenty of room to
Nothing
walk
touches it.
around. Nothing touches it. You know, it's got its own little spot.
Very museum like.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? It's about time my dad's had his own garage. You know what I mean? Shit, it's been fucking 30 years since, you know, he's had his own garage. You know what I mean? Or maybe even before that. Who knows? But get the man a damn garage.
Our neighbor, he has like this really nice Corvette that he leaves parked outside because his garage is just packed with shit. It's like, dude, clean out your garage and put that car away.
Right.
Yeah, my dad had an old muscle car that he used to have, like right around when him and my mom got married, and then I was born.
See,
and then he was like, "It's not practical to have that kind of car," so that was the reason why he sold his dream car. So that was fun. And then, ever since then, we haven't fit a car in that garage.
Yeah, for me, like when I was growing up at like younger, my grandma lived with us practically my entire life until she passed, and she was a epitome of a hoarder, bro. Like, she would not throw anything away, and like anytime we would try to clean out the garage and like put stuff out by the trash can to throw it away, somehow it would end up back in the garage. She would literally go out in the middle of the night after everybody's, you know, in their beds or whatever, and go and grab the shit out of the trash and bring it back into the garage. So it's like we went from like 3 different houses transporting all of my grandma's shit and just like filling up our garage with it, and it's just like there's nothing we could do, you know, because she would not let us get rid of anything, dude, nothing. And then eventually, you know, unfortunately after she passed, you know, we were able to, you know, start getting rid of some things. But dude, we have an entire fucking shed out in our fucking backyard full of stuff still that was left over that we still need to go through.
That's not the main shed?
No. Well, honestly, bro, they both been taken over now.
Really?
No, I don't even have a shed anymore, man.
You don't even have a shed anymore?
No,
God,
dude.
I've been
I
away
got kicked out. I got kicked out the shed, bro. They booted me,
sucks.
dude. They booted me.
And that's like your thing,
dude.
Your
I used to, bro. I remember the first time I went in there and they did it up all nice, and I had a nice chair and a coffee table. I was like, oh shit, I was all set up, man. I had my own little cabinet out there with all my shed time essentials. You know what I'm saying? I just opened up the door. What do I want today?
I remember the first time we actually saw James go out to the shed, and we're like, "You actually in a shed right now?"
Yeah, dude. With the blue kiddie pool behind me that we use for puppies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which,
I'm not sure. Have a litter soon?
No, we have a litter right now. We've got puppies.
Oh, okay.
We got little puppies running around already. But
fur balls.
But it's not 100%. But we may be getting a new puppy.
Might be keeping one?
No, getting a new one that's not related. But we might be having a new pup, man. I'm pretty stoked. And the cool thing about it is my grandpa, his dog just passed not too long ago. And if you guys know me, we've got quite a few dogs at our house. So one of my favorite pups that we've got, Maggie, I'm the only one that she talks to. I literally come in the door after work and she literally starts barking, and she'll say I love you. She'll like bark the words I love you, and shit's hilarious, but she only talks to me. Well, she's going to go live with my grandpa, and I'm pretty fucking stoked about it because
that's cool.
Our grandpa loved Maggie. Maggie loves my grandpa. My grandpa needs a friend. I'm super stoked about it, and she couldn't go to a better home, man. I'm honestly super stoked
like
for my grandpa.
Never see her again, so.
Oh yeah, I could just go over to my grandpa's house whenever I want, just to go hang out with Maggie and my grandpa. It gives me an excuse to go over there. You know what I mean? It's like, hey grandpa, I'm gonna come hang out, see you in the pup. What's going on? You know?
Is that one gonna be? So like, if you guys get the new pup, is it gonna be a purebred? I'm guessing still.
Nice.
Yep. I'm actually pretty excited about it, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a whole new experience with a whole new freaking.
Yep. And we get to hook up.
Different.
And we get to hook up my grandpa with the dog that's already super well trained. One of the most well behaved dogs that we have. Most chill. Super stoked.
Well,
you want to see? I want to see puppies. It says PSS. Oh, hold on. You guys keep.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Whoa. So, because as far as I know, I think Maggie has had a couple litters already, and I think with how dog breeding is, it's like I think they say like 2 to 3 litters, and that's when they're done. I know when it comes to that kind of like they only allow them for so many, and then they stop it. But yeah, the puppies are little fur balls right now. It's their little, they're little like giant puff balls, and it's pretty funny because I know exactly what it's like to have a baby golden running around, and they have their energetic little spirits. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
But I wonder which one he's gonna grab. He's probably gonna go grab Willie. We got Willie,
and he's back.
I've got Hank.
Oh, Hank! Oh, look at him!
Hank.
Look at him!
Say hi, Hank. Yeah, this is Hank.
They've gotten big.
Hank Williams, not junior, senior. Yeah. Say hi to the Ohmies.
Look at him.
Just look
His
at
name
him.
is Hanky little guy.
Hi, Hank. I want you.
That's my nose. Yep, that's my nose.
It's trying to eat his nose.
Look at him. That's great. They got big quick.
Dude, he's huge, bro. He's the biggest one, I think, out of the litter right now.
Look at him. Oh, my God.
Looks like a grumpy old man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, look at him. He's like,
Oh, you knocked my headphones off, dude.
No more headphones.
he's okay. You're just going to get attacked with kisses.
So, anywho.
That's so great. Hank's just chilling.
He's super chill.
Look at he's like, ah.
Yep, that's my hat. Yeah.
How many weeks old are they?
I think a month.
A month?
Month or two.
And he's a little chubster.
He's a big one. He's a big
He's a
one,
little
though.
chubster. Look at him.
Oh, dude, the neighbors let their German shepherds run around earlier in the cul-de-sac. That was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, because they don't experience snow that often. So seeing dogs out in the snow in Texas, it's like, how many people do you think are like videotaping their dogs outside the first time?
I went past a public park earlier, and there was just kids like makeshift sledding down the fucking hills in that park and stuff. And that's where we normally go longboarding. I was like, oh, I wish I had longboard
hijacked
ski.
by Hank.
Yep. Stream's been hijacked.
By puppers.
You're a good
That's
boy,
okay.
Hank. Yeah.
PSS, she says she wants him.
Well, unfortunately, he's spoken for already. We had some families come this weekend to come pick out their pups.
Look at him.
All right, he's getting antsy now. You want to go back with your brothers and sisters? Huh? No, you just want to eat my nose. Okay. All right, well, you guys continue, and I'll be back again.
Yep.
Puppies, snow, good times.
I was about to say, nothing can make a day bad when you hold a puppy. You can be having a shitty day at work. You can be having the worst day possible. Coming home to being like, I'm just going to pick up a puppy and sit down and just enjoy life. What could be better?
The craziest thing, Corey. I saw a half Great Dane, half husky.
Ooh.
Yeah, just like a really freakishly tall husky.
Probably almost looked like a wolf.
Yeah, it kind of do. That thing was really cool.
Oh, my dog during this weather is insane. I have a Great Pyrenees Collie mix. And I think we think she has some Leonberger in her too. So she's an outside dog. She really she will claw, like get in our faces, like stare at us. She claws at the couch in front of my mom. She'd be like, hey, let me out. And then we think she has to go out and go to the bathroom. She just goes, lays on the deck in this kind of cold weather. She loves it. And then she lets us know when she wants to come in because she just claws at the door. And then she comes in. And then 20 minutes later, she's like, oh, I'm going to decide to eat now. So it's like, oh, if they see I'm eating, they know I'm going to have to go back out. I'm going to do this. And just, she's a goofball, but.
Dude, I'll tell you what. If you're ever having a bad day, all you need to do is go pick up one of those fluffy little fur balls, dude. And it just makes your day completely better.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when they're still like kind of new and they're not really moving around all that much yet. You know, their eyes are just barely opening. And then you can literally just sit there in like the recliner and take a nap with the puppy, bro. That shit is so
You got that new puppy smell?
Yeah, dude.
It's propane and propane accessories, Labworks. Come on.
No.
You're gonna throw that line out there. You gotta do it. You gotta do it right.
I'll sell propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, man. It's kind of bittersweet, man, because like you always kind of get attached to one, and then you got to watch them go. But at the same time, you also know that he's gonna make that family like super super happy. The best part too is like when a family comes and they have like little kids and the kids come and get to pick out the puppy
Oh,
and just seeing the excitement on their face when they get to come and play with it, and then when they get to finally take it home, like it makes my heart melt, man. It really
I
does.
remember when we got our golden, my parents made it a whole surprise and everything. They said they had to go out for something. I don't remember what. I was probably like 6 or 7 at the time. And they come home. I'm sitting in the living room because they told us to like, okay, when we get home, we want you to be in the living room because we have something to show you. Like, okay. And then my dad walks in holding this white fucking fur ball, golden freaking, that they picked up from the breeders, and it was just, oh my god, nothing. That's my having like being around your first puppy is still like such a memorable experience. I feel like with the moment you get older and you like get another dog once that dog passes or something, there's still nothing beats that first ever like being a little kid being around the puppy experience. They're just not. It's just one of those things. It's really cool.
It does kind of break my heart a little bit, Pam, when I see him go. It does, you know, because there's always that one. There's always that one that I get attached to, just because either they've got the cutest face, or they're just the most chill, or just there's something about them that just like makes them stick out to me. And honestly, the last couple litters, like this one and the one before, I've really tried not to get too attached. I'll go through and I'll pick them up because we go through, and every now and then we'll just go through and we'll pick up a puppy and we'll cycle through and we'll pick one up, hold them for a little while, play with them, go through, pick up another one. That way they get used to, you know, being handled and played with and that sort of thing. So when they go home, they're used to it, you know, especially if they go home to like a family with little kids or something like that, that's going to be like pulling on their ears or playing with their feet or their tail and stuff. So that's like stuff that we do leading up to them going home, is, you know, just getting them adjusted and used to those sorts of things. So it's like I'll go out there and, you know, I'll go through and I'll pick up all 7 of them and hold one at a time for, you know, about 5-10 minutes a piece. And it's like, okay, I got to go now, because otherwise I'll sit there and I'll start playing with them and get too attached, and it's hard, man. It's
We're
hard.
having that moment where it's like that little pen area. There's enough room for you to like lay down. Just lay down.
Well, dude, this one, this litter in particular was hard because we lost one, like about a month in, because she was the runt of the litter. She was this. She had like the most personality, which is crazy because like she really didn't even get to the development stage of where their personalities really start to come out. But dude, she was a fighter, man. And Gracie, who's the mom of these pups, actually laid on her, and we didn't find her until she was already out. She wasn't breathing, nothing like that. So we had to sit there and actually resuscitate her, doing CPR and all this stuff. And we thought she was gonna be able to come back out of it, because we ended up getting her breathing again, and she started eating and stuff, little bits here and there, and she was gaining a little bit of weight. And then all of a sudden she just started like, I don't know, just kind of like, just the improvement wasn't happening anymore. You know, she kind of got, she started getting like real shaky, and she couldn't really walk. And then she got to the point where she really wasn't like moving all that much. And my parents took her to the vet, and apparently when she made it to the vet, she ended up having a seizure. And we think what happened is when she got laid on, she ended up having some sort of nerve damage because of the lack of oxygen.
Yeah.
And it sucked, you know. Unfortunately, we lost her, but
Yeah.
That's one of the things that comes with it, man. It's like you never know what's gonna happen. Sometimes everything goes without a hitch, and then sometimes it just, you know what I mean?
It happens. It's a shitty situation, but it's like the unexpected things. You kind of, I don't want to say expect the unexpected sometimes when it comes to puppies, or like when it comes to breeding dogs, but it's kind of that.
It's tough sometimes, man. It's not always, you know, rainbows and butterflies. You know, sometimes things happen that, you know, are unexpected. And, you know, it really hit my mom hard, because my mom, like, these pups are my mom lives for these dogs, dude. Yeah. Like, this is like her world. Like, if you guys follow my mom's Instagram, Frankly _golden on Instagram, you'll see how much my mom loves these pups. And it's like, it's so crazy with the amount of love that she pours out into these dogs, and then having to watch her let them go after like she's loved on them constantly for the past like 8 weeks. It's tough, dude, to watch, like watch her do that. But like at the same time, she goes above and beyond, man. Like, if you go out there and look at like the little puppy pen, like my mom's made like these little toy, she calls it an adventure box. It's like a little cube made out of PVC pipe, and it's got like all these things hanging out of it, like pie tins and, you know, plastic spoons and all this stuff, where like the puppies just start playing with it and it makes noise, and they've got their own little like Fisher Price kitty slide in there where they'll actually climb up the slide and slide down it and all this shit. And she's like, she does these photo shoots where she'll, like, if you go on there and look, she does ones where she like puts the puppies in the basket, and it's got like a little sign that says how many weeks old they are and what name and which puppy it is, and she puts it all out there. She does a lot, man. She really, she puts like these packages together for everybody that gets a puppy, that literally they get puppy pictures from the day they were born until the day they go home. So like they could literally sit there and watch like them grow and like develop, and then like she sends them these packages with them with all the paperwork and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool because we actually have a few people that purchase dogs from us that actually will send us pictures, you know, as they get older, so we can kind of see them, because it's like, you know, we do grow a little bit attached to them, you know, and we would kind of like to see, you know, how they grow up or how they look once they get older and stuff like that. And it's crazy to like go back and look and see how it's like, oh well, you could see this one looks just like his dad. He's got like that same square kind of face and, you know, structure and stuff. And then you look at the other one, it's like that one's definitely taking more of the mom's side because of just like the coat and like this and that. And it's pretty cool, man. It's a trip.
You ever had any dogs that were like, say like Gracie's the mom, and then like they have like any of Gracie's puppies ever gotten like to the point where they're older and they sent back pictures to you?
Oh yeah, her
Have you
last
gotten
litter
that looked just like Gracie.
No, not really, because
Okay.
Gracie's like, she's an interesting pup, man, because she's a golden retriever, like purebred, just like all of ours, but she's got like this like almost like hound dog face, dude, where she's got like these real long ears and these jowls, you know, but she's purebred golden retriever, but like she's just kind of got like this different look to her. And she's got like one of the smoothest like straight coats that we have out of all of ours, because they're usually pretty.
More of like a light blonde, or is she like more
No,
of that
she's more of
darker
like
golden?
a kind of more of like a golden cream color, not super white.
Yeah, because with ours, she was.
Here, I'll drop it in chat for you, Kentucky. It is at
Frankly
_ golden.
Here, I might be able to actually drop the Instagram page in here. Hold on. Let's do that. Yeah, because when we had our golden, she was always like light toned, very like very blonde.
Depends on the breed, bro. Because you have
she was a full-fledged golden too.
Well,
That's
here's the
weird
thing though, Corey. There's two different types of golden retrievers, bro.
Okay.
You've got your American golden retriever, which is like Air Bud. You know, it's got like kind of like darker color. It's kind of got more of a narrow face and kind of a little bit taller and longer. And then you have what's called an English cream, which are a little bit stockier and a little bit more stout and kind of like square, and they've got real big square heads, and their coats are usually real creamy, almost white.
Okay.
So it depends. Like ours are split. Some of them are like they're half and half, and some of them are a little bit more English cream than they are American, but they're still, you know, purebred golden retrievers. It's just depending on what who we ended up breeding with at that time.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get sucked into looking at this Instagram now.
Oh yeah, dude. Casey Pickle, shout outs to Casey Pickle, Grimm's better half. I showed her my mom's Instagram. She literally lost herself on that Instagram page for about, I don't know, an hour just scrolling through puppy pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, share it around too, guys. If you guys know people that may be interested, or you know, you just know people that love puppies, share it around. Share it around. My mom would love it.
Good stuff.
So many puppers.
But yeah, dude, that was kind of a crazy transition of topics there, from snow days to puppers.
Yup.
But we are running down to about the last 15 minutes of the show here, guys, which is about that time where we normally we'll do our. Let me go ahead and hit the bumper first. Vaping with the Ohmies music playlist. So of course, this means you guys out there have an opportunity to throw some songs onto our Vaping with the Ohmies playlist this week. And I say we all pick one from chat this week. Why the fuck not? So we're gonna all pick one, and then we'll all pick one from chat. So it'll be like 2 picks apiece. So one of ours, one from chat, and then we'll go around like that. So with that, whenever you're ready, Corey, why don't you go ahead and start it off, since you got to pull up the Spotify. And then
It's already pulled up. I'm just looking to see.
All right.
I went ahead of it and had it already open before the stream even started.
And of
So
course, drop those suggestions in chat, guys. Title and artist, please. That way we can look it up a little bit easier.
I'm gonna go with this might be from all the way in 2011, but I don't care. Let's go with the song "Lost in Our Escape" by Ever Forthright.
All right, did you get one?
Yep, got it. And
all right,
go ahead, Clown.
I shared the link to you just because I don't want you to try to spell this. But this is a Mexican deathcore, death metal, grindcore. I don't even know fucking band. It's called Marineteros, and the song is "Me Gusta Tu Carnitas."
That's what the fuck.
You're gonna have to listen to it when you get a chance, dude. It's awesome.
All right. For me, shout outs to my man Lee, aka Not the Real Gerard Butler, because he actually sent me this album, and I've been listening to the shit out of this album. This is a song off of The House That Bradley Built, Corey. So you could just probably type that in. It's the first song on the album. It's DJs by Iration. Just so you guys know, this album, The House That Bradley Built, is literally all songs that were written by Bradley Knoll of Sublime, all done by various reggae and ska artists, from Iration to Pepper to Soja to who else is on here? We've got Pacifier, we've got Shane Hall. There's just Tomorrow's Bad Seeds. There's a lot of really cool renditions of Sublime songs on this album. And luckily, it's on Spotify, so I get to throw a couple of those onto the playlist. So that's definitely going to be one, because I really dig Iration's version of DJs. I think it's pretty fucking cool. And it's back to you, Corey.
Yep. Are we doing 2 songs?
Nope, you can go ahead and scroll through and pick one from chat if you like.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go with Mr. Chris Vandal, Dogs Out by DMX.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with Duchess Coils, Crystal Lake Disobey. Dude, that thing's a jammer.
Yes, it is.
Let's see.
But it's no by Dean Martin.
I'm gonna let it go for a little bit. Go ahead and start throwing some more suggestions in there, people. If you if you guys haven't had a song on the playlist, this is your chance right now.
You can't be all advocates.
I'll wait.
Songs. Come on.
I will wait. I
I got all night.
We do. I ain't got shit going on after this, guys. I'll stay here all day.
They're making us stay home because of the snow.
Yeah.
They really shut down my job like for the last 2 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They actually called me yesterday. Don't come in tonight. I'm like, okay. I'm not going to argue with you.
All right.
I have like a month's worth of vacation time. I could use it all up.
You know what? Sure, why not? Blister in the Sun by Violent Femmes in honor of the holiday yesterday.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
DC
that's
Rackley.
actually a song I was thinking about.
It's
earlier.
a good song, dude. It's a good song. Shout outs to DC Rackley, my dude. So with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show here, as we often do. Throw it around the room. Let the fellas tell you what they got coming up. And then, of course, I'll tell you what I got coming up after that. So, Corey, what's up this week, man? You got anything happening?
Yeah, well, if you didn't catch it, I did another live beer review this afternoon. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It was a fun one. I really, really loved that one. It was, so good. But other than that, there is going to be a What's in the News this week, because we didn't have one last week because we were kind of working around a schedule, because we're going to have a special guest on this Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to really spoil anything yet. But yeah, keep an eye out for a post about that coming up soon. Other than that, I have another review I'm going to be doing tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What about you, Clown?
I got some reviews coming up for this week, and then tomorrow we're doing mixing it up. We're gonna torture me a little bit, go out a little bit out of my comfort zone. Not gonna spoil it, but it should be a good episode. We'll see how it goes. And beyond that, just hit me up for Juice and Coils. Been rocking them aliens. If you checked out my Instagram today, I posted a nice little time delay video type thing. So, all right, off to you, James.
All right. So I will say that, of course, make sure you guys check out the Green Room every Friday on my YouTube channel with Sean Type and Overdrip. And, of course, myself. Would love to see you guys there. 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So same time as this show, but over on my channel on Friday. So make sure you guys go over there and go check that out. Also, I will be dropping my review for the Nightmare 25 from Suicide Mods tomorrow. So you guys keep an eye out for that.
Nice.
Also, make sure you guys go check out the latest Shed Time podcast episode that dropped last Sunday. We talked a little bit about the history of prohibition of cannabis. So if you guys are a little interested on that, and maybe hear some of the parallels and differences between the Canadian side and the U.S. side, because of course we got my man Uncle Chris from the Great White North. He kind of threw in a little bit of some Canadian knowledge when it comes down to that. So that was pretty cool. Go check that out. Of course, ShedTimePodcast.com. And I guess I'm going to start doing this now every now and then. If you guys want, I do have a Patreon. If you guys want to go over there, go check it out. It is linked on my channel, so you guys can go over there. Go hit that support button if you guys want to. By all means, don't have to, but if you'd like to, hey, it's there if you'd like to do so. So with all that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, as we always do. We're going to go ahead and send out all those positive vibes. Crisp high fives. Let's just vape on, homies.